Oh yeah,
Wow,
she
what
also
a cool
stopped.
afterthought.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the 10th episode of the Afterburners. Today, we have our usual Afterburner hosts, Alex and Eric. Say hello, boys.
What up?
So
Hey, y'all.
today, kind of last minute, came together, come up with an idea. So today we're just going to talk a bit more about entertainment. I know we've kind of talked about it in some past episodes, but it's always fun to touch back. You know, new stuff is always coming out. You're always hearing new stuff that's going to be coming out. So we're just going to kind of talk about some more of the recent entertainment, as well as possibly anything that we think of while talking about it that we might not have covered in previous episodes. But we're glad to have you join us.
Yeah.
Either one of you want to go ahead and start? Any recent books, music, movies, TV shows, anything that has interested you? Doesn't matter if it's like brand new. If it's like your first watch of something.
It's a very broad spectrum there. I love a lot of different entertainment forms. I especially like books. I think that's my preferred
Have you
form of entertainment.
read any books recently?
I've read a book called The Yoga of Jesus. Kind of religious. But I like that one.
What's it about? Is it like a
It kind
philosophy, or is it...
It's a speculation to understand maybe what happens between the dark ages of Jesus's upbringing. So you see him being born, but then you might question, where did he go in those years?
Right,
You know, and they come
Jesus is
when he's
born,
older.
and then we literally skip 30 years into the future. I think there's only one scene in the Bible that actually has Jesus being a kid, and it's when he ran away to preach or something.
So this book basically maybe is a speculation that he trained with yogis in India. So kind of cool.
It's definitely possible. I mean, there just isn't good historical recollection. Eric, what about you? Anything recently? Eric?
I forgot that I put push to start or push to talk on.
Oh, oops. You're all good. I was just like, what happened?
I was always barking and shit, and I just didn't want to have it barking the whole time.
You're really quiet, Eric.
Give me a minute to think about some shit.
Yeah, no problem. I recently, I'm rereading The Dead, the second book in the Enemy franchise by Charlie Higson, because I'm going through it again and reading it to my girlfriend, so I've been rereading that. I started watching Rick and Morty season 8.
How's that going?
It's good. Nothing like super mind-blowing yet, but I mean, you know, it's, you know, as a casual enjoyer of Rick and Morty, you know, fun episodes still, you know. Just nothing really groundbreaking yet, but good story. And I'm trying to remember what the first episode was about. Hang on. 3 episodes out so far. Yeah, Summer of All Fears, where Rick trapped Morty and Summer in a Matrix simulation, and then he passed out, so he left them in there for the equivalent of like 17 years.
Oh no. Wow.
All because they took his phone charger.
That's pretty good, actually.
It is. Episode 2 was Valky Rick, where it's a Space Beth and Rick adventure. And then the Rick, the Mort, and the Ugly, it's Citadel. The aftermath of it being destroyed. Rick and Morty pop up on a planet, this asteroid, where Mortys that have escaped have built their own like kind of town and city. That was a good one. I really liked that one. It was a good story. What was your follow-up question? I think Eric's still thinking.
Okay, I just wanted to see if Eric was ready yet, but if not, that's fine. I can
I've
I'm
been
sure
watching
he'll butt in when he
Apothecary
is.
Diaries.
You're tired?
I said I've been watching Apothecary Diaries.
Oh, sorry.
That's a good one.
The Apothecary Diary.
Apothecary anime.
Oh, very cool.
Mhm.
Yeah, I've still just been watching JoJo, and I've also been watching some of the Gintama.
I
Is that
haven't really
how it's
been
pronounced,
watching
Eric?
a lot of TV because I've just been working on music every night.
I like being productive too, so I can understand that kind of. Instead of wanting to consume, it's good to like be active and stuff.
Yeah, I've been editing a lot this week. I got 2 videos done.
It's cool.
Yeah.
My segue question was, what kind of things to you guys make a good story compelling, right? What makes a compelling storyline?
That is a really good question because it's definitely subjective because I mean, it all depends, if I'm interested in fantasy and I pick up a book on history, I'm probably not going to enjoy it. But as long as there's like a good hook that you know, that's the let me rephrase. I like it when the hook kind of establishes the premise of like what's happening. Like Charlie Hickson, right
Mm.
off the bat, they're zombies. Everyone over the age of 16 is no longer human. And it's
Mm-hmm.
just right off the bat, and it's like, oh, that's a good premise. That's literally on the first page. That
Mm-hmm.
drags you in. There has to be a good hook, or there has to be something very interesting happening in that first chapter if you're trying to establish a story like I'm doing in The Trapper.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely more of an establishing thing, so I can't really state the premise at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
But I think either of those two are good ways to like start the story, and then as long as you're able to keep like upping the ante or keep building towards that climax,
Mm-hmm.
like at a well enough pace, then that really just ties it all together. I think it's like it's both easy and hard to like have a bad story because like as long as you have experience and understand how a story works, as long as you put in the work and effort, you can make a good story. It's
Mm-hmm.
just all depends on whether or not the audience or the people that view this find it interesting or not, and whether they stay around or not.
Sure.
Which is like
Yeah,
how
I see
why
that.
some shows only last like a couple episodes and then they cancel it because not enough people are interested. I think that happened with
Mm-hmm.
Robotomany on Cartoon Network.
Yeah.
I think that thing
Yeah, I
only
think it's
ran
hard to
3
like
episodes.
maintain a story and keep it compelling. Like, I guess it's easy. I kind of think of it this way. It's easy to like kind of grab somebody a little bit if you can make a compelling thing, but to keep them there, that's a bit tough, I
Oh,
think.
definitely, definitely, because once you hook them, you gotta keep that like hook in them. You gotta keep wanting more and more. You want them to enjoy this whole thing and see it out to the end.
Hmm. Hmm.
Which is why, even if it's a show that I'm not like really interested in, I usually give it the first 2 episodes
Hmm.
to see if it's good or not. If it's a movie, usually I only watch maybe 20 to 30 minutes in because if it's not doing anything at that point, I'm not watching. The only exception is Skinamarink, and that's because that is one of the best horror movies ever made.
Mm. I think another thing that kind of is compelling to maybe the viewer, is like kind of this element of like resonating with the characters. So like just being able to like see parts of themselves in
Oh
characters.
yes,
I think that's also what
relatability.
makes people interested. Relatability, yeah,
Relatability is a huge factor.
and comedy. Keep
Oh,
it fun and
oh
light.
yeah. I mean,
But
not
but
always.
sometimes horror can be intense too. So the level of intensity, whatever that is.
Right, if I'm watching Slasher season 5, I'm not laughing. I'm going, "Oh, dang, he is dead
Right.
dead."
Right.
got
Right.
his head
So
ripped
yeah, there's
off or
different
something.
views. Hmm.
Sent them through the letterpress. What the fuck?
Right.
I highly recommend Slasher. Really good anthology, kind of a murder mystery, but it's very violent, very gory, and it always has a twist at the end. I've never been able to guess the killer
Hmm.
in each season. It's just that good. That or I'm just not paying enough attention because I mainly watch for the kills because they're just very, very well done. But yeah, relatability and keeping your audience interested definitely makes for a good story.
Right.
What do you think makes for? What else do you think makes for a good story, Alex?
There's a lot of elements, and I think you kind of have to put yourself, like if you're the writer, you have to sort of think about what the reader wants, right? That's a
Oh
good
yeah.
writer, I think. Um, and you kind of have to like, yeah, fabricate a landscape that's compelling and not, yeah, it's just like you gotta like, there's all sorts of things that people find compelling. And of course, like what you mentioned earlier at the beginning is that of course it's subjective too.
Oh
So
yeah.
certain people are gonna like it and other people might not like it as much, unfortunately.
Right.
But
Eric, any input? I'm gonna grab a charger real quick. The stuff in my room is like dead, so I'll be right back. I'm listening.
For me, it has to have good visuals. So like anime has to have like fluid visuals or like very pretty aesthetic.
I'm with you there. I think, yeah, the visuals in anime especially are very, very vibrant and compelling part of the story. I like that too. Yeah.
It also has to have like not like a wholesome. It can be dark, but like just not like overly like sexual. You know, I don't really like that in the story.
Right, right. Kind of dehumanize, like you still have to have that human element, I think.
You
Or
don't
if it's
like
not,
50 Shades of Grey? Come on, man. Come on.
I think if it's just overly much, it can be a lot. Yeah.
I don't know, like fantasy. I'm really a big fan of fantasy, and so like it has to have like some sort of fantastical element to the story, whether it's like a tall tale, whether it's like actual magic, or whether it's like no exaggeration, you know?
Right.
So you're sort of compelled by the supernatural.
Yeah, yeah. I do believe in the supernatural, so.
That's cool.
Mhm.
I like that. Yeah, I think along with you, Eric, I think a lot of viewers might kind of agree with that the maybe escapism part of media where it's like we get a lot of enjoyment out of like being able to go into these worlds of like no boundary. It's like there's more at our disposal.
Escapism, but like I wouldn't classify it as escapism, but like for me personally, it's more like the ability to explore beyond human limitations.
Mhm.
To go beyond.
Yeah, like that whole element of just like it's outside the norm. Like this, like, you're watching it and you're like, this would never happen in real life, but if it did, that'd be badass.
Yeah,
Right.
Like My Hero Academia. Who wouldn't love a world full of superheroes, you know?
that would be well. Actually, I wouldn't. I wouldn't
Well,
want
I
to live
mean,
in that world. It seems like they.
if
A
you
lot
look
more
at
crime.
Invincible.
Yeah.
Plus, you kind of see how it played out, and I'm like, I don't know.
I'm
Yeah.
just saying, like, the idea of like superheroes, I think is a cool concept.
Oh yeah, yeah. Superheroes is really cool,
Because, like,
but with
yeah, in
superheroes
My Hero
also
Academia
come
and
super
Invincible,
villains.
people
You know.
like die horribly and all that. But then you also got, the more PG kid stuff like Marvel superheroes, where it's just more about like the adventure and beating up bad guys, not like, oh, huge death.
Mhm.
Although, it doesn't.
Pretty-
I mean, that's not like fully true because, like, Spider-Man's uncle dies, Batman loses his parents in an alleyway, stuff like that. But
Most everything else
it's not
is
like in your face
tragic backstory.
violence.
Right.
Well, it's not in your face violent, but it is pretty violent sometimes.
Yes, but it's not like
but I do understand what you're trying to
It's
say. It's
yeah,
not
yeah.
in
It's
I
more
I know
within
what you mean.
like
I
the
know what you
kid realms of violence, where it's just punches and kicks. But in My Hero
I know.
and Invincible, they show the blood, the broken bones, the dismembered bodies, stuff like that. Where it's more like, I guess like more like horror themed, if that makes sense. Like it's more intense. It
No, I
carries
got
more
you, bro. I
weight.
got you like 3 minutes
Yeah.
ago.
No, okay. I'm just explaining for those who may not understand.
I do think across stories, I do kind of think about elements of like kind of sacrifice from characters and like what they're willing to sacrifice for like maybe the betterment of themselves or others.
Yeah, I think
Like,
that part of it is really cool too.
mhm, just to kind of see that like honorable thing, honorable action.
Definitely, definitely.
I think if you have a character that doesn't really grow much, it can be a little bit boring. You want to see character growth, I think, generally.
Let me ask you a question because, I am writing.
Sure.
What to you, like, is there, like, do you think there are ways where that can happen too fast or too slowly to where it negatively impacts the story to you?
That's an interesting question because I love isekai anime or, reincarnated anime where like they start off really, really powerful, right? And it's just kind of like they one shot everything and it's funny, right? It's great because it's a good laugh and you just it's whatever and you get to see some cool scenes. But you might see the character develop some, but like he's already powerful. So in that way, I don't know, it's kind of good. I kind of like it that way, but I also like to have a lot of character progression. So when they start off like with hardly anything and then work from nothing, I think that's a little bit more of a compelling story to me specifically, just because it's like, yeah, they're just not starting off with everything essentially.
Right. Like One Punch Man, like I mean, that's the
Mhm,
whole thing of it is it's the anime character at the end of the
mhm,
story, and that's where we're starting.
mhm.
But I definitely can understand why it would be more interesting
What?
because like it's all about that journey, the saying it's
And I
not
gotta
about
say, I do like
it's
parody,
about the
right?
journey,
Parodies.
not the destination.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
want to see everything that happens. Like for example, One Piece might not be as good as it is if they found the One Piece at the end of the first season, because it's like, okay, they found the
Mhm,
main thing. Now what?
mhm. Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to tell a story too quick. You gotta like tell it kind of slower. And maybe the slower this well, you don't want to tell it too slow because then
Right.
people lose that. You
I
gotta
hate,
pay it.
I
It's
hate.
like just right.
I kind of like slower media. Like that's why I like the slow burners. It's like you can really
Yeah.
take in every single moment and
Well,
enjoy
I
it.
like Lord of the Rings, right? And that's pretty slow.
Like when they do that, yeah, I love Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings is really cool.
Yeah, but I
Mhm.
I
But
also believe that like why Lord of the Rings is so long is also because there's so many characters as well. Which,
Mhm.
if you have more characters that are integral parts to the story, because you got
oh,
that
definitely,
the
definitely.
elf, that dwarf, the two hobbits, Gandalf, like
Mhm.
and several other characters that they met along that journey, and in
Yeah.
order to pad out those stories, and J.R.R. Tolkien's very insistent on backstory for everything. He explains everything. But at
Yeah.
the same time, that also lets you like get more ingrained into the world. So I think there is definitely a correct way of doing it if you're going slow. If you're doing it in a way that's like able to explain enough to where you can engross the audience or whoever's watching or reading this content, they're able to immerse themselves more deeply because they have a deeper understanding, and that's where I think slower storytelling can really shine and be more impactful.
I would say maybe in our modern landscape, it seems like we're getting less of that long form story form, which is a little bit, I don't know. I'm thinking about that just in a different lens where I do enjoy long form media and short form media. I just worry there's a lot of short form media these days, and it kind of takes. I wonder. I wonder that like, yeah, the retention or the attention, how that's going to affect us maybe in the future.
So you said like in today's like the slower like movies and stuff are like not as good.
Well, I would say I really like kind of slower media, but I think I wonder how many people would agree with me in like, and how much that would change in the future for
In the
like young
past,
people.
in the past, I would agree with you more, but today a lot of movies are long and it's just for useless padding.
Yeah, I do like depth in
It's
like
like you could
stuff.
have literally done this movie much better if you would have cut these 30 minutes of just
Right.
absolute nothing.
Yeah, it's really hard. I guess it's just really hard on writers just to make a really compelling story. There's a lot that has to go into it, and
Or they just don't care enough and are just looking for the quick cash grab, which a lot of
right.
these horror movies that are releasing today are. That's why there's a
Mhm.
lot of misses rather than hits. There's so much padding and filler. That's why like so many of those and the new superhero movies and so many other movies, why like when they come out there's only very few hits now and again.
Mhm.
But I think that there's been a lot more interest in foreign films and content, as well as indie animations, like people who make shows, you know, on YouTube and stuff like that, where like they put in the actual work and animation, and you can definitely tell it's a project of passion. And I think, you know, that the people who are making this content, that if they care about it, it's probably going to be good. You have to have that passion and drive of wanting to tell this story that you're wanting to tell, because without it, you're not going to care about the story at all. So why bother telling it well?
Right. I'm just also kind of thinking about like the competitive market in media, like just because there's the market is so huge in our modern landscape that there's so much media, right? And so to like sift through it all and like to have a good compelling storyline and to have something that stands out against other stuff is like harder and harder to do because more and more stuff is being made.
That's why I say usually for something to give it a chance, you kind of have to do the first and second episode, and if it doesn't grab you, just quit while you're ahead. Because there is just so much. There's an overabundance. You're never going to be
Yeah.
able to watch every single thing. Like that like it's kind of like FOMO in a way, because like you know there's a gem somewhere that you haven't seen yet, and you know that when you see it you're going to be like, this is amazing, I love this, I'm going to watch every single episode. Luckily I had a bit of a short streak with that. I've been keeping track of a lot of things that are coming out that I'm interested in, as well as watching. I'm giving a lot more YouTube animated series chances, and a lot of them are really good. Like you can really tell that there's a passion and drive for those projects.
I was actually curious to check out this Netflix show, The Terminator Zero. I haven't seen it, but we were like watching The Terminator. And I was like, "Oh, this is cool."
Was that
But
your
came
guys'
out
first
in
time watching The Terminator?
Yeah, Terminator. Terminator
yeah.
was awesome, bro.
Was that your first watch?
No,
Oh, okay.
No.
you're crazy.
Right. It's like everyone's seen
Oh,
Terminator.
my
but
dad,
it's
my dad
always,
showed me a Terminator like a long time
it's
ago.
I think it's always fun though to like talk to someone who's like just saw like a cult classic.
Mhm. I was
Yeah,
actually talking to
it's
Eric
fun.
the other day about Contact. Have you seen Contact? That
Have
movie?
I seen Contact?
Brian, have you seen Contact?
When did it come out?
It's Jodie Foster. I think it was 1999 or something, 2000s ish.
I don't think I've seen this. Yes, we should.
We should watch Terminator 2 for movie night.
Aliens.
Yeah, that one. We should do both. I like Terminator 2 is great as well. Yeah.
Honestly, I'm going to say it. I think Terminator 2 is better than the first.
Yeah.
Terminator
One
2
of the
is
very
really
few
good.
places where it does succeed and
Yeah.
beyond.
I mean, I'm not saying Terminator 1's bad. Terminator 1 is really good, but
Terminator 1 is
Terminator
really good,
2
but
is
Terminator 2,
so
when the
fucking
freaking
good.
silver dude comes,
Yeah, he melds through
that's
stuff.
crazy.
Yeah. It is good.
Yeah, but the
We should
second
definitely
one,
watch
oh, I
Then you
love the
freaking see
second one.
John Connor.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Speaking of sequels and stuff, did you guys hear that that they're making Spaceballs 2, The Search for More Money? I think it's weird because Mel Brooks' whole like comedy of that was, oh, stay tuned for the sequel, or hey, make sure you're on the lookout for Mel Brooks' History of the World Part 2, Jews in Space, Hitler on Ice. And the joke was he never makes the sequel. He never makes the second one. But then they did History of the
Right.
World Part 2 as a TV series, and now they're making Spaceballs 2. But I'm not going to lie.
That's nice.
I am going to watch Spaceballs 2.
I think, yeah, I definitely watch it. That's for sure.
Oh,
If it's coming
dude.
out.
Mel Brooks is a genius. I just hope he has a lot of hands-on. It's just that he is a, like, mummy right now. He's old.
Right.
Hang on. I'm going to see how old he actually is right now. He is currently 98 years old.
Whoa.
I'm going to be so sad when he dies. Oh, his birthday's this month on the 28th.
Who's 98 years
Oh,
old?
wow.
Mel Brooks.
No,
Most
Brooks is
well
not
known for
98.
Young Frankenstein, Spaceballs, Blazing Saddles, The Producer, History of the World Part 1, Robin Hood, Men in Tights.
Yep.
He was also in Hotel Transylvania 2.
Classics. Some hit classics.
Some hit
Absolutely.
classics hit in Hotel Transylvania 2, baby. The classic.
Yep. I think I would say this. I feel comfortable in saying this. I think there are some medias that I feel like everybody should watch. What they are, I can't really articulate right now, but like I'll try to come back to you maybe. But I just think some
I
media
think
are
like
just good for most people. Or
I would say like 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Mm,
Like you
yeah, it's a
just
good
kind of
one.
have to really go to the classics and stuff that really like forwarded the movies like as a whole. So that would also include Avatar and Titanic, both of which I'm not huge fans of, but I can't deny that they had huge impacts on the
I was
movie
thinking
industry as a whole.
I was just thinking Star Wars. Yeah, Star Wars is
Star Wars
huge.
was huge. You also got Lord of the Rings. I'm trying to think
Big
of
ones.
TV shows.
Oh,
Because movies are definitely more easy, but
right,
mean, like,
right. Yeah, movies are easier.
like The
Um,
Office, maybe,
I like The
just because of
Office.
the notoriety it has.
Hmm.
South Park,
Yep.
the first seasons of Family Guy before it got bad when Seth MacFarlane left.
Hmm.
Personally, I think everyone should watch The Orville. Seth MacFarlane works on that. It is fantastic. It's like Star Trek but funny. It's great. I love it.
Hmm.
It is
Star Trek.
amazing. Yeah, Star Trek.
Star Trek.
Star Trek is huge.
Oh
Dude,
yeah.
Star Trek the movies.
Good stuff.
Dude, I love the Star Trek movies.
I'm also a big fan of Lucifer. I like that show, but it's a bit. I
That's
don't
a
know.
good
Not a
show.
good one.
It's a good show. There's a lot of good shows, but I don't think that's exactly like among like the
Yeah,
greats.
it's
You could
maybe
say.
like smaller. Yeah, I'm trying. Yeah, I'm trying to think of like big
If you're
movies
into
that like.
supernatural cop drama, there you go. Watch
Mhm,
Lucifer.
mhm.
I Am Legend.
I
Ooh,
Am Legend's really
that's a
good.
classic.
That's good.
The
That's a
Robot.
good one.
I really like iRobot.
iRobot's
I
also
remember
really good.
you.
Dude, Will Smith had so many good movies, and then he slapped Chris Rock because his bitch of a
The
wife
slapping
got mad.
him.
The slapline took everything from me.
Will Smith needs a win. I'm gonna say it. I'll make the brave statements. Will Smith needs a win. Anyway, upcoming stuff. You guys ready to move on to upcoming things? Stuff
Yeah,
that's
let's
about
do
to
it.
come out. So some of this has already come out and I've seen, but it's still recent enough. Invincible Season 3 came out on February 6th. I watched all of that. It was really good. Love, Death, and Robots Season 4 came out last month in May. It was okay. The first episode, which was a like puppets, but it was a Red Chili Pepper concert, was really weird because it had nothing to do with Love, Death, or Robots. Like, sure, okay, we love Red Hot Chili Peppers. I don't know. There just should have been something that was an actual story rather than a fucking well-produced music video. That's just my opinion, though. Black Mirror Season 7 debuted in March. 6 episodes. I watched all of those. They were really good. Some of them I wasn't a big fan of, but most of them were just fantastic. I think the one with the Zongles or whatever they were called, but this like these little game beings that learned the more you interacted with them and stuff. And this guy basically like had a whole cult around it and stuff, and had constantly upgraded his very old ancient PC with all sorts of components to keep these Zongles thriving and growing. And the ending's really cool though. Rick and Morty season 8 came out on May 25th. 3 episodes so far. I watch it when it comes out. Well, day after it comes out, watch on Monday, but loving it. Squid Game season 3 is coming out on June 27th. That's approaching. That's in like 2 weeks. We get the rest of Squid Games, and that's going to be the last season. Dexter Resurrection is coming this summer. I believe they said it's coming July 15th, around that time. Really excited about that. Dexter Original Sin was really good. FNAF 2 is coming out December 5th this year. I'm excited for that. Saw 11 has been apparently canceled, but at the same time it still has a release date, but then Lionsgate pulled it, but then Jigsaw made an actual post, Billy the Puppet, who said, you know me better than that. The games are not over. So I, hopefully, and this is all just hope, but I'm really hoping that this is all some elaborate plan for Saw Timber, which is kind of like a theme thing they did last year for Saw 10. And Saw 11 had the release date of September 26th. It was originally the 27th of last year, but then it got pushed, which just lends credit to the fact that it probably got canceled and was instead replaced with The Strangers, Chapter 2. I don't know if that's the one that came out or the one after that, but either way, it's probably going to suck ass because the recent one that came out sucked ass. Why are we making shit horror movies? Just leave it with the first one. It was good. But no, you have to come back and fucking ruin it. The Electric State came out, but I'm not watching it because Millie Bobby Brown is a terrible actress, and that is a fact. She did good in Stranger Things, yeah, because she was a kid and was supposed to act like a kid, which makes sense because she was a kid. But now she's actually acting, and she's not good. Companion, I don't know when that's coming out, but I want to watch it. Animal Friends, don't know when that's coming out, but I want to watch it because it has Ryan Reynolds and he's hot. Black Phone 2 is coming out this year. 28 Years Later is coming out this year. I'm excited for that. I'm a big fan of the 28 Later series.
Yeah, I do like that.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Alice in Borderland Season 3 is coming out this year. That is what I am the most hyped for other than Dexter Resurrection. I love Alice in Borderlands. That is something that if you have not watched, it is better than Squid Games. That is fact. It is better than Squid Games. It's like the exact same premise. Play these games or die. It's great. Love it. Minecraft movie came out 420. It's aight. It's okay, you know, it's a fun watch. It's a fun watch. Nothing groundbreaking, but it's a fun watch.
Chicken Jockey.
Chicken Jockey, Flint and Steel. The Boys season 3 is coming out next year, and that's going season 3. No,
I actually really enjoyed
The Boys
tonight's
season
episode.
5, I think. Season 5, yeah, is coming out next year, and that's going to be the last season.
Now that I
So that
think
one's
about
going to
it.
be awesome. But yeah, that's everything I have on my list of upcoming stuff and stuff that has been released kind of around the start of the year. Any of
Cool.
that sound interesting to you guys? Or do you guys know of any upcoming stuff that you are excited about?
I think I like reminisce with your 28 Days Later. I'm a big fan of that series. So, but
And then they'll make
Rick and Morty,
28
Rick and
decades
Morty
later.
season 8, that is as well. Yeah,
I've been kind of hurting since we went to the trip because the trip was actually kind of expensive.
you've been hurting since the trip.
What?
When we went to Indy.
Yeah,
That we talking about?
I
Oh
only worked
yeah,
like 3 days.
how was that? I didn't really ask you guys about it too much. How was it? What all did you guys do? Tell me about it.
It was really fun. I had a lot of fun. A lot of
I
fun.
did too. Yeah.
Dude, I picked up 2 basalt bottomless.
Well, I don't doubt it was fun, but like, what did you do while you were there?
We were just,
Oh,
we were just walking around,
hung out.
looking
Yeah,
at the
walking around.
cards. There were some really cool cards. We bought some really cool ones.
Mhm.
Did you
We didn't actually
meet
do
or
any
talk
events.
to any people that actually like? Because I think they had artists there,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, we were
Yeah.
talking to some people. Yeah, for sure.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
Mhm.
and
You guys were only there for 2 days, 3 dadays?
no, we only went
It
there
was
for
just a
one day
day.
on Saturday.
Oh, it was 1 day.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We were thinking the next time we came, hopefully we'd have you guys, like you
Yeah,
and then Jack, be able
Hopefully.
to
we can actually
spend the
Oh,
night or something. So what were you saying, Eric, about you're feeling like sore from like walking? Is that what you're saying?
yeah. What happened? He died. The injuries were too far.
talking about like
What?
that
What?
I only worked 3 days. I was scared. So I was talking about that I've been kind of hurting
Yeah.
financially a little bit.
You only worked
Mm.
3 days
Because
this week because of it?
because I only worked 3 days like that one week, and that was the first week of June.
Oh,
That was the end of the week of June, and it was the first week, so my check on the first week of June wasn't that much.
that's right. Okay, okay.
I had to pay everything for rent.
Here's your new pay.
Yeah, we also went
Yeah.
to the statue,
Yeah, there was like some sort of like
Yeah,
spire or like
part of it.
statue. It was like a memorial or something, but it was pretty some cool pictures. I might have to send you some pictures or something.
Oh,
But
absolutely.
Yeah, definitely have to send
Yeah,
me the
send us
pictures.
through the group chat. I'd love to see
sure.
them.
Yeah. But yeah, that was fun.
Will do.
I guess we could talk about, games are another form of media. I mean, I know it's not as like you're just watching, but you're interacting.
Oh yeah. I think there should be more interactive media.
Mm.
Netflix recently canceled it. They took off Bandersnatch, the Black
Oh wow.
Mirror, kind of
Yeah,
choose your own
I remember
adventure kind
that.
of
Yeah.
thing. Yeah. I always thought that was
You
really
could
cool,
just,
but apparently they're
you could
done
like
with
choose the
trying
story.
interactive
Yeah.
stuff, so they're discontinuing all their interactive things,
Mm.
which sucks because
Mhm.
if anyone is now getting interested in Black Mirror, hey, guess what? Bandersnatch is a prequel to the Zongles things I was talking about. It's a prequel. It has the same company involved in all that.
Mm.
Well, guess what? Now that you can't do it, you're probably going to be a bit lost unless you look up a watch through or something.
Sure. Yeah.
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 All right, let's go ahead and get to the final thing here. Do you guys have any shout outs to any entertainment stuff that maybe isn't getting a lot of recognition or something that you think people should be watching or keeping an eye out for?
Interesting.
I can go
Not
ahead
really.
if you need time to think. The shout outs I want to give out to, these are all animation shows on YouTube, most of which are pilots or a couple episodes. But the ones I want to shout out that I was able to remember are Monkey Wrench. Channel is the same name, Monkey Wrench, an animated series about two people that are basically mercenary. They do work and stuff in space and stuff, and it has two characters, Strike and Bulldog, also known as Beebs. And I think it's a great show. It has some funny moments, and it's very well animated. There's a lot of passion in it. I really like it. The next show, currently, it was a kind of a just like little project that this guy did with voice clips he got from his friends, but enough people showed interest that I believe he is now actually making a series of it. That is called Get Fatter Now. That has some of the best comedy I have seen in recent years. One of my favorite
I think I've actually
clips.
heard of that. Yeah.
Get Fatter Now. You need to watch it. It is fantastic. One of my favorite scenes from it is one of them goes, "Nico, what time is it?" Nico pulls out his phone, which displays 3 p.m. He proceeds to open his phone, go to the internet, and look up what time it is. Because they're British and they need the 24-hour time system to understand what time it is.
That's funny.
It is fantastic. That highly recommend watching Monkey Wrench and Get Fatter Now. If you're into like Dungeons and Dragons or fantasy, I suggest Dungeon Flippers. It is about this Lionel lady and I think a kobold that get hired by licks and stuff like that to basically like renovate their dungeons and stuff like that. It's pretty funny. Gig work is fantastic. Pretty dark, and it's hard to explain. It's just something you gotta watch. It's called Gig Work. The pilot is out. Go watch that if you get the chance. It's awesome. It's a very fun watch. I'm gonna hopefully pronounce this right. Metrocalia, which is a show about a brother and sister who are kind of going on adventures, kind of a medieval time setting.
Cool.
That one's fun. I'm pretty sure anyone who has heard of it has watched it, but The Amazing Digital Circus. If you have not watched that, watch it. What are you doing? It is some of the best animation I have seen on YouTube in quite a while in terms of like original series. They even got a deal with Netflix, so their episodes are even on Netflix if you prefer to watch it there instead of YouTube. That's so good. It's so good. Sadly, the creator Glitch, who's also known for the Murder Drones series, which is also really good, highly recommend, said that it's probably only going to be a one season run, which is sad, but it's really good, very good. And the last thing I want to shout out is a little cat animation. The characters are anthropomorphic cats called the Lackadaisy. Kind of set around the time of Prohibition. It is adorable. It is well animated. It's really good. They got a few shorts out, and the first episode, the pilot, which is 30 minutes, and the shorts range anywhere from 3 to 6 minutes. But they're all really good, and I highly recommend those. But those are my shout out for the YouTube animations. Other than that, Rick and Morty, watch it. Black Mirror, watch it. Love, Death, and Robots, watch it. Invincible, watch it. And Alice in Borderland. Please give that show a chance. If you give any show you hear in this episode a chance, please, Alice in Borderland. They deserve so much more recognition than they currently have. It is amazing. And just so you know, it is Japanese, but you can watch it in English, but we all know dubs are with live action. But it is based off a comic, but it's phenomenal. Phenomenal. Probably my favorite series ever. And I do mean it when I say it's better than Squid Games. I mean it. Many more games. Many more just crazy shit going on. It's amazing. And I'll go ahead and shout out what my next watches are going to be. My next watch is going to be The Watchmen, based off of the DC comic. And the new movie is coming out with Jack Quaid, recently in Novocaine, most well known as playing Hugh in The Boys. And he's in a new movie called Neighborhood Watch. And I believe he's also doing that with the actor who played Negan in The Walking Dead. I think his name is Gene or something like that. But yeah, those are my main shout outs. What about you guys?
I only really have like a couple, and I don't even know if these are like underrated per se, but like I think people should watch them. I would say the first one is Tires, and that one's on Netflix. It's got one of my favorite comedians, Shane Gillis.
Shane Gillis is a mastermind.
Yes. So yeah, it's just kind of fun, lighthearted comedy.
Funny,
Tire Company.
Wheels. Tires?
Tires. That's what it's called. Yeah.
I'll have to check that out. I didn't know Shane Gillis was in a movie. I'll have to watch that.
Well, it's a show, so it's a TV show.
Oh, okay. Either way, Shane Gillis, I'll watch it.
And then the next shout out, which I would highly, highly recommend, and I didn't realize how good it was until I rewatched it. I would suggest it's called Freerin. It's an anime on Crunchyroll. Amazing anime. 10 out of 10, I'd say. So those are just my two shout outs.
Erick,
really good.
Any shout outs to any new anime shows you've been watching or movies?
Not really, no.
You releasing any new music or hearing any new music you want to shout out?
Yeah, I'll just take a moment to plug the song that just came out that I produced. I'll put the link in the description.
Yeah, link will be in the description.
Shout out Donovan.
You want to play like 30 seconds or... Oh shit, I gotta get in the stream.
I'm not sure if this is the finished version, but it's one of the versions.
Been a long time and I step back, wanna call your number. And I hate when I get a dial tone, wanna go no slumber. When I'm down and I'm high, all I can do is mumble. Cloud nine in the sky, but I still feel so under. If I lose my mama, just might cry like Kanye, my Donda. Tell her stay right here with me, on the way that I don't go under. Don't see what my family be seeing, my dreams chasing me under. Love myself like last summer, my bitch shit left, I went cover. I went turn on my money, but whole time I had them honeys. Blues on my head like bunnies, she eat the dogs up like some.
All right. That's actually good.
Actually good.
Yeah. Are those... Are those on your SoundCloud now, or... I'm sure they will be by the time this episode
There are
comes
no
out.
plats. Well, the first song is on no plats right now.
All right.
Yep, it just got released today on Spotify, Apple Music, SoundCloud, everywhere.
Today as of recording, not when it comes out. It's probably going to be a few months when it comes out.
Yeah, yeah. But today, as in June.
It is Friday the 13th.
Spooky. Yeah. Friday the 13th, June 13th, 2025.
Friday the 13th. Ooh.
Very
You ever think
spooky.
they'll bring back Jason Voorhees?
Who?
Jason Voorhees. You know?
The guy with
What?
the hockey mask.
Ah. Ch, ch, ch. You know? He
Oh,
has
from
the shitty
oh,
hockey
Halloween.
okay,
Yeah.
mask. He got
right,
drowned at a summer camp. And
yeah,
then his
okay,
mom,
yeah. I wonder.
Pamela, was like, Jason, there's some naughty teenagers. Go kill them. He's
Oh
like,
dear.
yes, mother. Yeah, that thing. And then there was that movie where he fought the pedophile in the sweater,
Mm.
Freddy Krueger. And he
Scary
was,
Terry.
yeah, yes, Scary Terry. Dude, I want an episode. I want a solo episode of Scary Terry. Bring him back. Because
Bring him back. Yeah.
in the comics, he apparently got locked in the nightmare world.
Mm.
Because Morty had a dream he went to summer camp. And like,
And Morty.
Rick and Morty comics, baby. They've got comics. They're pretty good. Anyway, any closing words, gentlemen? I think we're gonna wrap it.
Not really.
Yeah. I guess consume media responsibly, right?
Oh yeah, of course, you know. Once a
But
week,
yeah,
watch
have
a
at it.
few episodes of a show or watch a movie, you know? If you've got the
Yeah.
time, set it aside, you know? Just either turn your brain off or engage your brain in whatever it is you're watching. If you need recommendations, feel free to ask in the comments. If you're wanting some action films or whatever, I gotcha. Comedy, I gotcha. Horror? If you want horror, I'm just going to recommend Alice in Borderland, but I gotcha. I consume a lot of media. I'm a big fan of entertainment as a whole because it is what it is. It's entertaining.
I think there's a lot to learn from it, or a lot to gain from it too, and
Oh,
it's also
absolutely.
sort of a reflection of our humanity.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of movies that even tackle that exact subject or those that are meant to have deep meanings. You just got to go and find something that piques your interest, and you never know. You might like that studio, like Blumhouse or A24, for example, or you might like the director, like Michael Bay or Quentin Tarantino, for example. Or you just might like the actors, like Arnold Schwarzenegger or Ryan Reynolds or Drew Barrymore.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of Drew Barrymore, it is a canceled series on Netflix, but Santa Clarita Diet. Great, very lightly horror comedy. Very good.
Mm.
I love it. And it's also got, I'm blanking on his first name, but it's Oliphant. Timothy Oliphant. Him and
Cool.
Drew Barrymore are the leads in that show, and it is fantastic. Highly recommend it. And it's also got Skylar. Skylar Gasando, who is also known for the Hulu The Binge. And he also did the character for the video game The Quarry, where they actually like life track actors and stuff. So it's basically him acting in a video game, if that makes sense. The Quarry. which is really good. It is by the same makers of the game Until Dawn, which was the game based on butterfly effect. Decisions you made in the game affected how everything would play out. Everyone could live, only some could live, or hell, everyone could die. It was all possible. Fantastic game, by the way. Highly recommend it. But anyway, sorry of that side tangent, but thank you everyone for joining us for this episode of the Afterburners. As of this time, I'm hoping that there will be a few more Afterthought episodes out. But do subscribe if you liked what you saw and want to stay up to date with all the stuff that we're cooking up. If you want to stay up to date with us individually, links to everyone down below. If you have any fan art, questions, comments, possible concerns, we got a Gmail account set up, snazzyyogi. That's also down in the description. They'll send an email over to Alex, who will go through them. Make sure you send them the links to download more RAM. We all need more. Porn links, those are also good. Maybe some Trojan horse viruses. Fish him if you want. Go ahead, do all that fun stuff.
Yeah, don't do that.
Don't, please. Please, we're just joking. Like if you liked. That lets us know that you liked it. Go ahead and dislike. You still watched, sucker. If you want to leave a comment, feel free to. But subscribing, liking, commenting, all of that is all up to you if you ever do feel so inclined. But this has been the Afterburners, your necessary supplement to the Afterthoughts, where we just come here and just shoot the wind. Just talking. And if you agree or disagree, all good. You're your own person. Stay unique, y'all, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Yes, thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.